Economic calendar is a great tool that helps traders with getting instant news that has the impact on the markets. It is usually represented as a list of significant economic events with exact date and time, historic data, and their forecast. You can find the example of an economic calendar on the FBS website. As you can see, it is divided into 3 parts based on the markets you follow. The first bar is called currencies, and it has information about the economic releases that have an impact on the Forex market. This is your must-visit part of the website if you trade currency pairs. It helps to sort out the massive flow of information elsewhere, and it has only those events that have an impact on the currency pair that are traded with FBS. The first column is the time of the release based on the time zone you set. The second column is called impact, and it indicates how big the impact on a particular currency is that you trade. If it is green, the impact is light. The yellow color means the medium size of the impact, and the red color shows that event is crucially important for the asset and you need to follow it or to avoid trading if you don't want this event to affect your trade. On the right from the name of the event, you can see 3 figures. There are previous, actual, and the forecast. Previous figure shows the previous releases and the results. The actual figure is updated instantly after the release is published. And finally, the forecast gathers information from the relevant analytical sources, and it shows how the market sees this event. What about the 2 other bars? The second bar is called stocks, and it has information about the upcoming earnings releases. If you trade stocks on earnings, this is your place. Finally, the third bar has information about the dividends that you get if you hold a stock until the ex-dividend date. If you want to learn more about it, visit the FBS website. So, how to trade on the economic calendar? Let's see how this tool may work for you. First of all, you can check the economic calendar in the morning to see what events will have an impact on the market, even if you do intraday trading. This action will help you to eliminate uncertain price movements and sudden spikes of volatility. You need to be extremely careful with the events that have 3 dots. There are, for example, central banks, meetings, non-farm payroll release, and inflation data. A change in these figures will definitely have a big impact on the market. You can also trade on the important releases. To do that, follow the steps below. First of all, find the events with the highest impact. For example, non-farm payrolls. It is better to check it in advance. On the second step, you need to check the forecast and the currency that will move on this event. On the third step, you need to open the M15 or M13 time frame to get the latest price movements and wait for the release. If the indicator is better than the forecast, the currency will rise. Thus, you need to buy this currency against others. If the indicator is worse than the forecast, the currency will fall. That is, you need to sell this currency against others. Don't forget to close an order at an important level and set a stop loss. Let's have a look at the example. On October 8th, we expected the release of non-farm payrolls as usual at 15:30 MT time. The forecast was 500,000 payrolls. We opened the M15 chart at euro against dollar. Unfortunately for the USD traders, the actual figures came out lower than the forecasts. The actual figures came out at 194,000 jobs. This means that the USD will weaken right after the release. And indeed, that happened. If you trade Euro or USD, we need to keep in mind that the pair will go up immediately after the release. Euro and USD edged higher. We entered the long position right after the release. We placed the protective stop a little bit lower than the support at 1.1550. After the spike, we closed an order at the previous resistance of 1.1580. Let's look at the chart to see all these levels. Remember that some events may be already priced into the market. That is, the price may change its direction to the opposite right after the release. So, now you see that economic calendar is a very understandable and powerful tool if you want to trade on the news. Remember to check the economic calendar on the FBS website, and also don't forget to watch other videos by FBS and subscribe to our channel if you want to learn more trading videos. That's all about economic calendars, and I wish you happy trading ahead. Goodbye.